CB. Hope y'all guys having a good Thursday night. Especially the ones that's affected by the hurricane. Shout out to everyone affected. See Travis 504 in the building. Who that to you? What's up, fam? Who know what kind of uniforms we're gonna wear? Let's see. Let me check my plug right quick.
Since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag, we're going to get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, the way to get to habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chicks, you don't know that I can pay. I just want to know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all.
I'm gonna just go with usual black. Yeah, I'm gonna just go like that. Travis 504 said, "Who you want to win tonight's game?" I honestly want I want the Falcons to win. As much as I hate them, you know, for division purposes. I'm gonna tell you, the Panthers, man, they're really on the verge of being a really good team, but it can't happen this go around. It can't happen this year. Okay, I see Leslie in the building. What's good? We good, my boy. He said, let's F and go. Okay. Hope all y'all safe, man, that was affected by the storm. Man, I was even affected by the storm a little bit. And I'm up here in North Carolina. Travis 504 said, same thing I was thinking, yeah. Falcons, they don't have nothing to play for, man. Leslie said, who that CB? Who that to you, fam? Gotta go up here in the tundra and get this W. I think it's supposed to be like 40 degrees. But for the ones that was watching the game, I apologize. I was watching a little bit of it too. I will say this, man, Teddy, that man balling right now. See Brian Pearson in the building. He said, who that to you, Brian? Who that to everybody that's tuned in?
This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel, ready for football.
Travis said, MT back in practice. Yes, sir.
The Bears get set to match up.
I think he's gonna play this week. I think we really don't have time to be sitting. Our young guys stepped up. I'm gonna put Harris 3. Man, I'm gonna put Callaway 4. No disrespect. I'm gonna let my young boy eat, man. No disrespect. Okay. Let's just see, we got everybody. Okay. Bump that. We ain't rolling like that. Okay. Slot corner. Okay. Yeah, Travis said MT back at practice. Yes, sir. I think this gonna be the game that he come back. They said we better smash these Bears. We can't let Nick Foles paint his toenails. If he sit back there in the pocket and he can paint his fingers, man, it's gonna be a long day.
And they'll get him down right around the 25. Actually, the
Nick Foles get under pressure. He look average at best. We gotta generate that pressure. And they defense, I mean, we know what they defense, can do. We played that last year, we were successful, so, we're gonna have to do it again. Ramchick got another big task this week. He beat him last year, he's gonna have to beat him again.
This competition is going to be fun.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their step.
Shout out to my team, man. Shout out to WD, Carly, Oaktown, Flamer, Peyton. Shout out to everybody on the team. We're going to do our show tomorrow night at 8 Central, 9 Eastern Time. Dang, he running right. Okay.
He will have a first down here at about the 40.
Okay, we want to do that. Make sure y'all guys tune into our preview show.
Coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the.
Did you guys think we make a trade or not? I know we done discussed this before. I'm surprised Stephon Gilmore on the trade block.
So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
And it's not because of his play. It's not because of that.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. It's caught on the right side.
Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me. Shout out to Cornelius. He said, man, we ain't traded for shit. I feel you on that. Well, I won't say that. I'd say it like this. Coaching staff, they concerned about, Golden Tate, Marvin Jones. They calling about those guys, OBJ. Those the guys they concerned about. We got a secondary that's just getting purged. But they seem like they don't. I guess they seem like we good back there. It's just a scary thing, but they're more concerned about some freaking Marvin Jones and stuff, which we got some depth at receiver. Callaway stepped up. Got Trey Conway. We got guys that. Wow.
And this is going to be another first down.
Wow.
Tackles made at the Saints 19. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So here's a first
sending them.
Inside the 20.
Don't play action.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he takes this.
No, you just got your ass. You got your ass kicked by Ted Janoris.
And the Bears take it all the way down the field.
Janoris just got mossed by Ted Ginn Jr.
They gotta love that.
You gotta be kidding me.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game is going to the other side of the ball. If you're playing defense,
Damn.
defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shift.
Cornelius says sometimes I think Sean is a. That's from the half of the word showing on 2 lines, so I don't know what that is. Like doing shit the hard way just to say he made it way. Yeah. Just basically just being arrogant. Basically just being arrogant. I mean, if you go all the way back, I said I ain't gonna. Not gonna be critical on her, but just being honest. Just even going back to Rob Brown, when Rob Brown got fired, he said Sean wasn't even letting them, run the defense. I'm talking about as far as making all the play calls and stuff like that. That was coming from Rob Brown. I mean, I know when a person get fired, of course they gonna say something, but let's look at how we've been playing on the defensive side for the longest. So now I can kind of believe that. Sean hit up better than Jerry Jones, and just let.
Possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense.
Just let the guys you hire run, do their job.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray.
Yeah, that was coming from Rob Brown way back when he got fired.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time.
The secondary problems.
Open up the playbook. Go play action.
Really.
Bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he went
Really don't know what to say about that, man.
the 30. 2 yards the long.
Honestly, we can say coaching,
I know the speed is the whole
but they getting beat at man too.
key to good rushing defense. Still having your linebackers set the edge.
We done been down that road. Now we just got to see if Sean them gonna make some kind of move on the defensive side.
That'll be complete to Cook. They'll wind up getting 10.
Leslie said, "No, that shit fair." Yeah, you definitely talking about that Ted Ginn, Ted Ginn situation.
Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off.
Come on, Jared.
Ended up making a nice play.
Let's see, 4th and 2, 4th and 2, 4th and 2.
Connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
See what kind of goal we got. We can get this, guys. Hey, I'm coming up your way. We got this. Let's go. There we go.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
But yeah, Cornelius, I mean, we'll see. It just blows my mind, while we making calls on wide receivers and tight ends. But we got a secondary that's just getting busted. Let's call. Ooh, we about had it. Make a call on Gilmore and see what they willing to, what they wanting for him. And as far as the cap room, we'll figure that out once he get here. But something has to happen, man.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze.
Go, Sanders, go. There we go.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you.
Cornelius said somebody, I think the Vikings are having a fire sale.
Nice chunk of yardage there.
Honestly, I think the best, I ain't gonna say the best option, but the cheapest option will be Earl Thomas. We can get Earl for about Probably about 2-3 mil. I'm talking about just for the rest of this year. That's what I'm saying. Like, if he a headache, then we just cut him. I mean, how simple is that? It's one thing if we was trading for him, you know, and the man had like a $15-20 million cap hit.
From the gun, it's Breeze.
Put it out of bounds.
That one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Trevor said the Sunday gonna be back. I think the 14th day is gonna be on Sunday, I believe.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take him.
And the 14th day gonna be on Sunday, so he gonna miss Sunday too.
Hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the second quarter.
There we go.
We'll be back.
Let's get the ball back.
I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
On second down, Montgomery.
Here we go.
Able to break the tackle and get some breathing room before being brought down just outside the 5.
One more stop.
Just
One more
a
stop.
on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Foles. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Jimmy Graham likely coming near the end of what has just been a tremendous career. One that started for him as a member of the Saints. He played with him from 2010 to 2014, and in that span, he was twice a 1,000-yard receiver and 3 times a Pro Bowler. He will always be remembered fondly in New Orleans.
With the 17-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Foles. It's brought in right side by Gale.
Come on, Janoris. Don't let Ted work you like that.
Not quite enough.
Travis Fowler said.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receivers
I
trying
was
to do
thinking
is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route.
I thought he was going to be
and then
back.
breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do.
Oh, that is right. That is right.
Away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
He'll have a first down pass.
That is right.
He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, 74 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. The defense was expecting run. They got it. They just forgot to stop it.
Sometimes execution just wins, doesn't it? And give a lot of credit to the big guys up front because they knew their...
Let me do this right quick. We're going to get back. I forgot all about Sanders.
Against a defensive front that's probably overloaded.
Cornelius said Cam Jetson sat this game. Yeah, he gonna get one. He gonna help us get back in this game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
WD in the building said, "Oh nah, I'm gonna bounce back, fam."
Set up shop for their second drive, and they're in a bind early.
See Carly in the building. She said, "We're gonna bounce back. Watch the CB we trust." Shout out to Carly.
Your team, you want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering how are we going to on. What do we have on this
Get the ball at half. Let's utilize this clock.
Basics is usually your answer. And make sure
Stick
you
to the
find
run.
the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's taken down at the 43. But not
Carla said, see, we moving the football. Y'all just need up my good look.
as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback,
Go, Kamara. Go.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the play goes for
Travis 504 says, see,
gives him a new set of downs.
this is a real life score. We beat down 2 touchdowns and come back. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna bring this back.
The way they're carrying themselves, they're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So into Bear
Dick
territory
Foles,
now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
There we
And
go.
some room to work. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25.
I don't put no pressure on them. I know it seems like, you know, that's just said every week that we got to get pressure on the quarterback. We do. We really hadn't went up against below average quarterback yet.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears 16.
Let me not get pretty right here.
They can do so many different things, but when you're
Just smash my football. Pete, I'm coming up. I'm coming up your side, Pete. Let's go. There we go. Carly said, these games always set the tone for me for the weekend. I love watching you play, brother. It's so entertaining. We got to get this win. Shout out to you, Carla.
Usually he's
Appreciate
not the primary
that.
runner, so for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more.
We gotta get this win.
Back is the blocker. When he ends up
Sunday.
the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
It's all good, Carla.
Coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime.
Go. There we go. WHODAT? Let's go. Let's get back in this thing.
And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
Hey.
There
we go.
Position on the field. We've seen him line up as a wide receiver, a tight end, a running back. But when he's
Carly said, what, Jerry? Gosh, that's an interesting question. Jerry, I hope you're doing good, fam. And once again, shout out to everybody that was in the path of that storm. I know a lot of people still missing. That's kicking meter. You gotta be kidding me, man. They still ain't fixed this thing.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable.
But yeah, shout out to everybody that was in the path of that storm.
Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on.
Like I said earlier, man, I got the remnants of it up here in North Carolina. About some 40-mile-per-hour gusts.
Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so, and isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes?
Let's get a stop.
From game to game? Sometimes it's like
stop.
run it, throw it. Sometimes it's just being a balanced running team in terms of who's carrying the football. More than one guy, right? Multiple guys out there, and now your guy back.
WD said I knew something was missing. Yeah. We all know when Jerry in the building, fam. Jacob Arthur's in the building. Shout out to him. He said, "So we crushing the 5-2 Trash Bears on Sunday. We have to. We have to."
There's Foles. They'll find Miller.
Come on.
6 yards.
Oh, incomplete. Okay.
First down.
Dang, I thought he dropped it.
But oh, so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Foles throwing complete to Miller. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. And left side here, it's Graham. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Bears going to use this.
WD said I'll handle the emojis from here in his absence.
Seconds to go in the first
half. Here, fam.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there at a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
There we go, let go! Damn it! There we go, man. Let's go.
Back at the closing stages of the first half.
Carly said, just so you guys know, New Orleans is my hometown. I know exactly what you're going through. I love you guys, praying for you guys dearly. Jacob Arthur said, I hope we sweep Tampa Bay Bucks. I hope so. So hope we do.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Yeah,
now a timeout taken.
yeah we got to sweep Tampa. I'm telling you, next Sunday night gonna be it's gonna be real interesting. Carly said Lattimore. WD said, who's that? Yeah, who is that? In real life, we waiting on him. He played better. He played better Sunday. Come on, bro. Yeah, Lattimore played better on Sunday. Carly said, my dog Lattimore. Said, I hate y'all laugh. We having our preview show tomorrow at 8 Central Time, 9 Eastern Time. So you guys make sure you guys tune in and check us out. And once again, shout out to the team. WD, Carly, Uptown, Flamer, Peyton.
One touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin.
Let's go.
Number 3 on the return, Deontay Harris. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
AK is definitely the front runner for Offensive Player of the Year. Oh snap, it just said the internet connection quality is currently not sufficient enough to broadcast gameplay. So just giving y'all a heads up in case this thing messes up.
See how that recipe works. Man, I just love being in this stadium.
They usually don't do that. Maybe there's power. We're still getting a little win. Maybe the power.
A gain of 3, second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like
Hopefully this thing can push on through.
Away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
Took a chance right there. I don't need to do
one
that.
big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Think I'm out to say this time when we play Tampa, get MT involved more. 17 yards, we will beat. Our secondary not playing good enough right now. I mean, that's going to be real interesting to see. Now they got AB over there. I mean, of course, we still got enough to beat Tampa. That ain't just because they got some receivers. That don't win the game. They got to stop us. They defense got to stop us. But I'm just saying our defense is going to have a nightmare. We don't get it together. I see John Thompson in the building. He said, who that to you, John? There we go.
So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Who that to you, John Thompson? He said no snow in the stadium. I thought it was supposed to be sunny. I'm not sure. I have to check back on it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Yes, I'm not sure. I hope it ain't snow in the stadium.
Back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A run for the fullback, Burton.
Here we go, Burton. Man, y'all give him a man some yards.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. This guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
There we go. There we go, Deontay.
He's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
WD said, my bad, I'm slacking.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
He's tackled at
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Go. There we go.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go. Let's go.
First down on a gain of 10. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now.
There we go.
And that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
Now, I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after
WD said,
in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get good.
go, come on. WD said, good time to, I think it's a good time to mention highlights, return soon. Okay, shout out to WD.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense
be on the lookout for some new highlights. There we go. Who that? Let's go. Okay, let me get back to WD. He said, I think it's a good time to mention highlights will return soon. So shout out to WD, man. He makes videos for this podcast, so shout out to him. And be on the lookout for whatever my guy got in store. Shout out to you, WD, for that.
Let's go for 2 on this one.
Jacob out there said, will Sanders play this week? I think his 14th day is it's all good. Fuck. Yeah, Sanders' 14th day is this Sunday, I believe. So yeah, he won't be there. I know I was hearing something about he asymptomatic or something like that, but I still think he's still gonna have to do his 14 day. See, yeah, I wouldn't expect him to be out there, fam.
Fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so
Now he
good
wants
and
to
so
sling the
skilled
ball.
and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal.
There we go.
They have 3 points
Let's
out.
go.
They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up.
But yes, you guys be on the lookout
If that offense can put 6
for our show tomorrow, and then WD gonna come through with some highlights very soon.
Fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football.
Yeah,
making a little head fake.
hold him in check. Let's go.
You should be able to read it as they did there.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football.
One
Here
more
they also
stop,
have a lead
guys.
As well as we begin quarter number 4.
Come on.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
There we go, PJ.
Right there on 3rd down, like any defense.
Hold that shit down.
Started, and that would have been a 1st down.
Jacob Arthur said, I heard Callaway got hurt last game.
And
He did. I'm not sure if it was his knee or his ankle, but he was limited today. So that's a plus. I believe he was limited. I know Mike was limited. Yeah, WD, I'm really sitting here hopping up for him. Yeah, that should have been a pick. Trash, dude. Callaway was balling out last game. Yeah, he definitely was. Go, 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 go. Don't let him get you. Go, go. Who that? Let's go, man. There we go. Who that? That shit loose, man. Let's go. Here we go. But yeah, Jago, after Callaway was definitely balling out last game. Definitely. Let's see, this is what we gonna do.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. To throw, it's Breeze.
There we go. Let's go.
Two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Who that?
So
Let's go.
gives them a three-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
But yeah, Jacob, to add on what you were saying, man, we got some depth. We got some depth. We needed some guys to step up. Deontay Harris stepped up along with him at receiver.
After the touchdown, Lutz to
Callaway was just eating that zone defense up.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
Just eating it up. He's finding the soft spots, just hanging out in there. Or he's dumping out to him. He's making something happen. Taking advantage of the opportunity. His snap count go increase. Definitely going to increase. Travis said, who that? Yes, sir, fam. To get back in this thing. Okay, boom. Look at that. Oh, my God. That's on me right there. Get in another defense. He trying to sling this thing. Okay, I'm on Jimmy.
A lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Cornelia said, damn, could have driven a semi through that.
Would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
There we go. Let's go. There we go, Sheldon. Let's go. Jacob Walter said, you think we trade for someone for the secondary before the trade deadline?
Sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
We should, but I'll be surprised if we don't. I mean, no, I'll be surprised if we do. I will be surprised if we trade for a secondary piece. After seeing those sources come out saying we making calls on wide receivers, and there's no, we're gonna have to stop. We're gonna have to stop this man. Yeah, because he eating this up.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So here's
we're going to cush off a little bit.
Inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
There we go.
That is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the
Yeah, I'll be shocked, Jacob Walter, if they make a trade for a defensive secondary player. After seeing those sources saying we was making calls on tight ends and receivers.
Timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Something that we don't need.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry?
There we go. Come on, Davenport. Knock the ball out. Knock the ball out, man. Let's go. Let this guy just eat like this, man.
It took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line?
All right, cover 2. We gonna start zoning up a little bit, sis.
And now on 2nd and goal.
Since y'all let them get these slants off.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Let's get in Tampa
That
2.
was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. 3rd and goal. Big play coming here.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. Come on, come on.
They'll look to throw.
There we go.
Right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make it.
Jacob said the secondary has been playing like hot trash. Exactly. And we got guys like Stephon Gilmore, Harrison Smith, Earl. Pieces out here set for us. I mean, if a trade gonna be too much, we got a free agent sitting out there in Earl Thomas. I'm saying that ain't like, even if he is a shell of himself, it can't get no worse than, you know, just what been displayed. I know the man ain't gonna be scared to, you know, come up and make no hits.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space.
Some of these star players, they
wide receivers who want to catch passes,
especially like the defenders, cats around the league respect those guys enough not to try their side and stuff like that. Ain't nobody gonna be picking on Earl. Even if he done lost his step, he just got that respect. They still think, you know, he can make a play if needed. Still think he can make a play. Let's see, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 4.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
3rd and 4, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Somebody, there we go, Sheldon. Let's go.
He's taken down.
One stop. Let's go, man.
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time.
One stop, guys.
Able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball,
come on, one stop.
Nice job. But when you hold it,
There we go.
You're really almost discrediting.
Let's go. Let's go. Jacob said, you think we get revenge on the 49ers this year? Yeah, I think that's a winnable game, fam. I think so. WD said, yeah, terrible mistake. I'm just glad I threw it deep and didn't put him in field goal range. Okay, guys, all we need is 3.
A couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there, maybe to pin him back. And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
All we need is 3. Let's go. WD said, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Go, Taysom, go.
Hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Down Saints.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
This you, Sanders. Take us to the promised land. Oh, I don't even know why he in the game. I took him out.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Yeah, I took him out the ball game. Okay, we're on the 45.
Plays have him on the move on 1st down.
I don't know why Sanders in the game. Let's see. Let me see what this seam route looking like. Okay, let's get off! Out of bounds, man. Come on, throw it out of bounds.
Back to throw Breeze.
There we go.
And that is
Damn it! I hate when they do that, man. Let's go. Kick is the victory right here. Let's go. WD, I missed your comment, man. It's a field goal right here. Let's go. Let's go.
So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This from 51 yards for the win. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This from 51 yards for the win. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Chicago a few years back, it was so blustery that Robbie Gould tried a field goal and just about kicked it out of bounds. Once that wind starts coming in off Lake Michigan, it can cause havoc in the kicking game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a run towards the end zone.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a
Let's
touchdown,
score and go home.
Let's
go.
We can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they
score and go home.
The other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team
score and let's get the fuck up out of here, man. Damn. Let's go.
The game is over at that point.
Here's Harris to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Jacob said, damn, fam. Carla said it looked off. Yeah, I hate when they put that screen up like that.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime,
Let's go.
that gets doubled, doesn't wasn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. One short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Throw of overtime for Breeze. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for a very important punt here in overtime.
Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go.
And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They're going to start to drive here on the ground with Patterson.
There we go. He missed the hole.
He
missed the hole.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7.
That's a 7-yard.
Foles. This one left side caught by Patterson. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Carly said fatigue. WD said I don't think I can take another OT, bro. Jacob said Saints shouldn't know how to fuck themselves over. Definitely agree. Carly said let's get another turnover.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Foles with a throw caught by Patterson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what it go. Take what they give, the big play you're looking for.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down. As
there we go. Let's go. There we go, Rio.
Pick up there, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's go.
Their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what
WD said Lutz really tried to kick that 3rd to the West Bank.
Skates a little bit when that one started.
Come on, come on.
Let's go. This will be a critical call.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Kamara, the ball.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play to get my defense.
There we go.
And he's able to pick up the first.
Don't rush, don't rush.
At the 27.
27-yard line.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat
Only need a
back.
field
You
goal
go
to
with the
win.
big man. Hand him the ball
Right.
and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. They'll set up the screen
Go.
down to Kamara.
There we go.
And they get
Let's
it
go.
down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard
Let's go.
line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, it sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the
Go.
other direction.
Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how
Get some of that hurricane as we speak. Come on. 34, you gotta bite. Bite.
Picks up 3 on that carry.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. But that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now Breeze on 3rd down.
Go, Callaway. There we go.
He completes it to Callaway.
Young boy. There we go. Let's go. Young Bull got to close it for us. Let's go.
It's a first down. He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that. And just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right
I don't like how this play clock moves.
So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This to win it in overtime. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and we will play on here in overtime. So it's his 2nd missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have given him a leg up in OT.
And that's got to invigorate this defense. They did their part. Now it's time for their offense to put together a drive and seal the deal.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let a team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Gotta be careful though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
Now Foles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 1 over overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the give to Montgomery. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the Saints' 32-yard line.
They run with Patterson. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
The ball carried by the
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now a run with Montgomery. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So it's definitely not a gimme. So it was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Soldier Field. Here's Harris to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Saints trot onto the field behind the veteran right arm of Drew Brees, a former Purdue Boilermaker who entered the league back in 2001.
Not exactly the start to the 2019 season that Drew Brees anticipated when he injured his thumb against the Rams in Week 2 and forced him to miss 5 weeks. The Saints did go 5-0 during his absence, and when he came back, they didn't miss a beat. Rallied them to another division title and galloped into the playoffs, and late in the season, passed Peyton Manning for the most career touchdown passes.
Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28.
Yeah, I'm gonna run this back. We'll run it back. Every time I lose, I always run it back anyway.
Now a 2nd down run for Murray. He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 23-yard line. A big run that time by Murray. And even 50 yards. 50 yards. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield.
WD said, I don't know about y'all, that last game did not happen.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
I ain't gonna make no excuses on the kicking.
2nd and 7 from the 9. take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Breeze able to hook up with Jared Cook. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
As the calendar keeps turning, I always hope that someone tells me that I get better with age. But Jared Cook is absolutely doing that. 33 years old back in April. Had a career-high 9 touchdown catches last year in just 14 games. And that was second only to Mark Andrews of the Ravens. Jared Cook, a Pro Bowler after the 2019 season.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Nick Foles and the Bear offense about to be on display for the first time. Foles, the veteran, drafted in the 3rd round back in 2012 out of Arizona.
We don't talk about it very often, but really, through the life of an NFL player, there are a lot of twists and turns, aren't there? A lot of ups and downs. Maybe you could even say a bunch of different...
And got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. They'll find Miller, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Anthony Miller.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Sheldon Rankins drops it for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There's a hush indeed. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They run with Murray. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Damn it, I shit the bed that last game.
On that run, let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back.
Crazy, man.
Give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here we go.
And he'll get up near the 45. He'll spot it at the 44.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st down, Saints.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
3-yard pickup.
Not a whole lot of room
They swallowed him up.
And how about that on third down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
Go.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
The 17-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And
there we go.
Let's
go.
Touchdown, New Orleans. That's Alvin Kamara with a grab from Drew Brees. And the Saints add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Kickoff for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
Get that, Marcus. There we go.
It's intercepted.
Oh, let's go, man.
On the final play of this first quarter. With 14-0 the score, this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, but for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
He's tackled at the 40.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
What do you think? It might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running with Kamara, finding his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
On 2nd down, it's Murray, and a short gain down to about the 33. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had the defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
17.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Foles going to lead the Bears to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st down, Patterson, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there. Making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's a mound of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So now
wow.
You're secured by his running back out of the backfield. They get 6. That'll leave them
You
with
gotta be
34.
kidding me, man.
I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Foles on target to Robinson for the Chicago first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Foles. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And our attention here turns to Latavius Murray. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, Charles, in 2020 so far, it's been a great year for scoring. That's been documented. It's also been a great year for comebacks. So you may have heard this nugget thrown out there, but we've seen a team come back from at least 16 points down to win in every week of the season so far. Now, the Falcons aided that a couple of weeks, but we saw another one in week 6. The Colts coming from down 21 to beat the Bengals.
Yeah, you know, I've heard that nugget so much in recent times. It's gaining steam on George Kittle actually likes pro wrestling. So when you put it all together, we're hearing it all the time. And how about Phillip Rivers leading that comeback when people wanted to bury him there? 19 times this year, the team's come from 10 or more down to win, scoring way up in the NFL right now, driving defense is crazy.
Breeze now on first down. Gain of 31.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
The Bears take over.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game. So, no, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you.
Will Lutz to kick off for you.
All right, let's go. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago! David Montgomery, 75 yards. And the Bears... got into that lead. And it's 17-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze.
No.
Able to find Harris complete.
WD said these most tried to end Bridgewater's career, not even joking.
Second catch for him today.
I'm supposed to be watching that right now.
As an unbiased observer,
I'm sitting here laying a fucking egg, man.
the first down there, but since they did, I guess
What's the score to that game?
Right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now.
Yeah, what's the score in what quarter?
The 10th carry for Kamara. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Okay, I see Jack Brown in the building. What up, CB? Who that to you, Jack Brown?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
I'm playing I ran this game back because I lost the first one. If I get on here and I lose one, I do a rematch.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown.
Shout out to you, fam, for tuning in. I heard
Yeah,
Some of the Falcons tried to end Bridgewater's career. I got to see that. I'm hearing something about Bridgewater.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And this is going to be...
How did he get that off that quick, Lattimore? Like, come on, dog. How in the world is he just snapped the ball and just chomped it up like that? Are you kidding me? Travis 504 said, yeah, they just did Bridgewater dirty with a trip. Oh yeah, I gotta hear him get to that. Is it halftime yet?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. An incomplete, crisis averted. Almost pegged. Instead, second down.
Yeah, for the listeners that was tuning in game one, yeah, I can't end it like that, so I have to run it back.
Second and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to be another first down as the
can't go out like that.
17-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That's all on me.
So from the 17 down,
Field goal.
First and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete, right around the 8. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter.
Travis said third
We'll return
quarter.
with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they're going to get him. They bring
go,
him down
Cam.
sack back at the
Let's go.
16-yard line. Cameron Jordan, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Here we go.
Push his way down to about the 14. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking.
And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it.
Oh, my gosh.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears get a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Kamara with a run on first down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain.
Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, this is my theme with Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On second down now, it's Murray. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
A gain of 9 yards.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Go.
And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 24. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So this play, you know, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
They'll run out of the gun with Camara, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
At the 19-yard line.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. First and 10 at the 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second and 1 from the 2. Takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mike Newton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You can see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Foles ready to lead this offense. Down by 16. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Somehow they need to come up with a pair of touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 2nd and 10, Foles, the catch made over the middle by Ginn. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And Ginn's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. And he hits the former Saint, Jimmy Graham. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw on 2nd and 10, Foles. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
See how he's standing back there? We can't allow that Sunday.
So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And he's got Miller. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. David Montgomery, the target out of the backfield, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra.
Had to run that back with that nation.
Because let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually.
I want to shout everybody out for tuning in. Most of the viewers was tuned into the first game. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. That's how we're supposed to run the ball. Travis 504 said the Panthers might lose this game if the Fair Clowns don't blow it as usual. I'm about to tune into that game and watch the 4th quarter. But yeah, shout out to everybody that tuned in. Appreciate that. And just another reminder that tomorrow night, 8 Central Time, 9 Eastern Time, we will be having our preview show. On the upcoming matchup versus the Bears. So make sure you guys tune in for that. And also be on the lookout for some highlight reels coming out. WD of this team is going to be putting that out. So y'all be on the lookout for that. He never fails to impress, so shout out to him, shout out to everybody on the team. I'll see you guys tomorrow night.